Now, long journey rail fares are set to be given a huge overhaul in a bid to make them more affordable. Martin Lewis is here to explain the ways to cut costs when it comes to your travel.
First, though, NPower announced the rise in energy costs, and Martin has got his advice if you're thinking of switching. So they will raise their standard tariff electricity prices by 15% from the 16th of March and gas prices by 4.8%.
First, arguably the first, EDF have already announced some price hikes. What's happened this winter is we've known that the wholesale prices, that's the price that the energy companies have paid, have been going up for a long time. Now, I was predicting we'd see rises this winter, but what some of them have done is they said, no, we're going to have a freeze on this winter. We promise you, we won't rise prices until March or April. Now, all they've done, therefore, is because people are more likely to switch in the winter, they've tried to stop people switching and they'll do their hikes afterwards. So NPower almost certainly is just the first major rises, and the others will follow suit in March or April. Now, that doesn't mean you should sit on your hands because it's all the same. As I always say, one energy company has lots of different tariffs, 4 or 5 different tariffs. Most people are on the standard tariff, the most expensive. Hand graphic, there you go. Most people are on the standard tariff, the most expensive one. You want to make sure at the very least you're on their cheapest tariff, and better still, go right across the market and find the cheapest tariff on the market. So just let me give you some numbers based on typical use to show you the impact. Typical standard tariff now, about £1,060. After NPower's price hike, it will be going up to £1,187. Cheapest tariff on the market at the moment is around £840.
That's crazy, isn't it?
And that's a fix, which means the rate you pay is guaranteed for a year. So £300 difference, and this one, you're guaranteed its price won't rise. How do you find that? You get yourself on an Ofgem approved comparison site and you just do it. 2/3 of people in the country don't do it. I tear my hair out.
Well, that's what these power companies are banking on. They bank on the fact that you can't be bothered to do it, so you'll pay the extra fees.
And you know what? There is a certain little bit of me. There are some people who don't understand to do it and it's too complex, and some people who can't use the internet, and you can actually call up comparison sites and do it if you're not on the internet. But there are many people out there who whinge about the price they pay and are perfectly capable of going and getting a cheaper price. And if you whinge and you're on the standard tariff, then actually you don't have much excuse.
But if you do, I think a lot of people would be concerned, or certainly thinking about the fact that, right, OK, well, I'm with NPower, it's going up 15%, I'm gonna go through the, and you say it's not a hassle, I'm going to go through the business now, I'm going to
4 minutes, 37 seconds, I've timed people doing it on average. We did 10 people, 4 minutes, 37 seconds.
But I think, would people be concerned to switch, and then you jump, you go to another company, and then you find out that they're going to do the same in the future? There's no guarantees.
That's why you move to a fix. You move to a fixed price.
Fix it for a year.
Remember, the rate is guaranteed, not the price, because the price depends on how much you use. But the rate is guaranteed.
And then in a year, can I jump somewhere else? You
can, and in fact, exactly the right thing to do is do it every year, and you want to do it within 49 days before your fix ends, because that's when you're allowed to move with no penalties. And there is, of course, the chance that prices will come down, but I don't think it's that likely in the meantime. So, you know, just go and lock in on a cheap fix, and then you can sit there pretty. And if you're fixing for a year now, that means next winter's protected as well, mostly. And you just sit there and go, ha, you can't raise my prices now. Otherwise, you don't have that much to complain about.